I still haven't figured out the light switches in my house.
Oh, no.
They all seem to be backwards.
Okay, meaning you go down for on and up for off?
Like on weird sides of the rooms, and it's just a very strange thing.
On weird sides of the rooms.
Yeah, and it's not just me, because you would think, as you, that it may just be me.
I do think that.
No,
in fact. And this story doesn't help change that.
Dan, it's been discussed with every person who's been at our house, and Dan was like, well, maybe I'll switch them around. And I'm like, by the time you get to that, we will be used to these weird light switches.
What do you mean? Like you would rewire your house?
Yeah, so they flip. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
To
make it make sense, because it doesn't seem to make sense.
Is there like
a light switch for a room A is in room B? Isn't that weird?
Yes.
That is a little weird.
Yeah.
Unless it's supposed to be used as a walk-in closet.
No.
Have you thought about repurposing the room?
I probably should.
Because if the lights are telling you to make it a closet, my golly, you should make it a closet.
Our family room is now a closet.
It needs to be.
Or the kitchen, because the kitchen is that way. It's very strange.
I have a kitchen light switch in my dining room. But
are they connected? Like, are they next to each other?
They're next to one another. But I also have a switch to that kitchen light in the kitchen. So, like, if I'm walking out,
let's flip on the dining room light, walk through, flip it off in the kitchen, and leave
Exactly.
the house.
Screw you. I just flip it right off. And I'm like, knock it off, you light.
There's some anger you just showed right there.
Well, you said flip off the lights, and I do. Katie the other day said, will you flip off that lamp? And I'm like, yeah, but I don't know why. Like, what did it do to us? And the kids are right here.
What did it do to us?
Why don't I just turn it off?
Did you really say that, or is that a load?
I did really say that to her. I'm dim. I don't know what people mean sometimes.
No, you do.
Here's what I think with your switch, and this is just from my experience in my house.
Yes.
So
multiple switches.
I think you have like a pass-through as well. So like if I want to go into my kitchen, let's say I walk in the kitchen, I turn the light on, and then I get my little my stuff, and then I'm going to the dining room. I don't need that kitchen light on anymore, but I don't want to walk back to that kitchen switch, so I have the switch in the other room that I can turn off. I think you just need to work on the traffic pattern in your home, and then it'll all come together.
Take a different direction.
You just need some flow. You got some flow issues going on in the house.
We have some wiring issues.
Why don't you let me know, and just give me the neighborhood where it is, and I'll come looking for you. I mean, I've heard about all these parties that you're throwing, and everybody's hanging out, and I still don't even know the address. Somebody asked me the other day, how's Connie's new house? I'm like, from what I've heard, it's real nice. I don't even know where it is. I heard Kentwood, but that's about all I get.
Here's the thing, Curtis.
Yeah.
When you're a friend, you don't have to be invited. People are just showing up.
Okay.
So
but I got 5.
You should just show up.
I wouldn't do that to you. I got 5. I got 3 hellions.
So
I got
what?
a wife who's mad all the time.
You do
this
not.
This is not who you want.
Lie about her. She's not really mad all the time.
Oh, my goodness. She showed her true colors at our neighborhood block party on Friday night.
Oh, wait. How was the neighborhood block party?
Well, I'm glad that you asked, Connie. Thank you. Thanks for asking.
See, friends also ask, how was your neighborhood block party?
Neighborhood block party.
This was on the 4th.
Friday night.
Okay.
So it starts early in the day Friday. We're drinking some beers. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. Started with me drinking about a growler with a buddy. Okay, so we start out and we growler up. So we got that going. And then, then it's like, all right, let's sober up a little bit and move on to like the neighborhood portion of the party. So there's more beer to be had, and there's shots, and there's liquor being passed around. And have you ever tried this? No. Well, let me pour you a cocktail. Please. Thank you so much. So we're hanging out.
Is this at your house, like in your driveway?
This is all around the neighborhood, but no, not near my house.
Like, does everybody congregate in one area?
Yes.
Okay.
Because we had the road shut offs for fireworks. Like we had a big deal.
Okay.
So we're there. We're all having a great time. I think until all the wives decide it's time to pack up and leave. Now, I later learned that it was 12:40 a.m. Okay, and I did not know what time it was at the time.
Right.
So 12:40 a.m. they all pack. They all go and get minivans. Like the sober people go get minivans and load them all up, and everybody is going home. And we're supposed to jump in like it's a bus. Like, hey, let's all go.
Right.
Except we don't want to go. Right.
We're not ready.
We're not ready to go.
What time did this party start?
This party started at about 11 a.m. for me.
Okay, so now it's been 13 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah. So we're hanging out
Perfect.
and just having a good time.
Perfect amount of time for a party.
Yeah.
We're not ready to leave.
Right.
And one guy finds.
Are you ever ready to leave?
One guy finds a 6-pack of beer. And
he just found it?
Yeah.
Where did he find it?
In a cooler that was being moved. He's like, well, this is still heavy.
What are you doing stealing my 6-pack of beer?
No, he finds the cooler, and it's because he's loading the minivan, and he goes, well, wait a minute. And he's like, these are unopened. So
now, at this point, before he found the 6-pack, had you thought, all of you men
We need
collectively,
another beer?
did you think that you were out of beer?
We thought that our last beer was in our hand.
Okay.
Correct.
All right.
So he finds another sixer. So we're like, well, that's
It's like Christmas.
That's God talking to us. We got to open these things, right? So we open them. So the wives come back, and then they're like, we are drinking another beer. So all of them leave, except for Katie, who seriously stood there, gave the evil eye to everyone, and so much so that they were talking about her the next day.
Oh no!
Because I don't make it easy on her. I'm like, oh, we're in trouble, guys. Look, we're getting the lion is checking us out. Like, we're gazelles here in the field, and she's gonna pounce. She's mad at some of us, or at least one of us. So, and it's me, but
So
whatever.
she's just standing there watching.
Just standing
like,
watching.
Get in the van.
Well,
Curtis.
she was walking, so she's gonna walk back with me.
Okay.
She just wants to make sure that I get back.
Right.
So she's like, walk. So I'm like, hey, I'm
She
sorry.
is a wonderful woman.
Sorry, we don't have any more beer. I'd give you one, but there were only 6 left, and there were 6 of us. So sorry. Do you want a drink of mine? And she says, yeah. And she takes it, dumps it out, and then we leave.
Yes!
So then I'm sour. I'm like, well, why are you dumping out a perfectly good beer? Come on.
That's the best feeling.
How much was left in the beer?
There's maybe a swallow. It's just right at the end.
Wait.
So she
Hold on. What is the best feeling?
When you're mad and dumping out someone's beer.
You do that too?
No
I've
wonder.
done that one time, yes.
No wonder no one likes you.
Okay. We went to a hotel for Mike's birthday one year.
Okay.
And he was up at 7:30 in the morning drinking a beer on the balcony.
It's vacation.
A can.
Vacation.
And we were up about 3 or 4 stories high. And I was mad because he was being a poop. And I took his beer and I threw it off the balcony.
You didn't hit anybody,
No,
did you?
it was like a field.
You just littered. I didn't attack
I
anyone.
went down and got it.
And yet she maintains.
But it felt
did
so good
not-
to take that beer.
Hold on. Hold on.
If he was not at work, I would call him. And
you
he
did
would
not
replace-
go down and get it.
I did.
And
That
yet,
is so un-Amanda-like.
and yet she maintains that she doesn't throw anything off her balcony now at her house.
I know.
Well,
Okay.
that's my home.
So
That habit
that
went
felt
away.
good to toss the beer
It
off the
felt
balcony.
so good to take that out of his hand
Right
and
into
throw it
Lake
off the
Michigan.
balcony.
Right there on Mackinac Island.
I know exactly. No, it was not on Mackinac.
Right into the lake. Just
Nope.
see ya lake.
So what did he do when you threw his beer?
He just everybody, because his friends were there too. There was only one other girl there, so they were just being annoying. And
Wait,
they all kind of
he
just
was
looked at
being
me like, no, all the men were being annoying.
Okay.
That seems to be a pattern.
They all looked
Men.
at me like, whoa, did she really just do that?
And what
yes,
did
I
Mike say?
Nothing. I went back into the room.
No, I could tell you he said nothing because I also had no response to handing somebody a beer and it getting dumped. Like you're like, wow, I guess it's time to go. So then I did go. But yeah, people were talking about her the next day. And then she dumped out his beer because all the other husbands are like, oh my
Were
goodness.
they hailing her as a hero?
The wives.
Yeah.
The wives certainly
And
were.
what were the men saying?
The men, well, I don't know. They were
Curtis,
all.
are you okay?
They all told their wives. So
Yeah.
I only talked to wives then yesterday.
Okay.
So they had all told their wives because all the wives knew about it.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? That's exactly what we
It's
need.
like having another kid.
I
You
did.
men.
Here's the thing, though, and this is where Katie came in to my rescue because I left with her, and a couple of our closer neighbors left too.
Mm-hmm.
We all walked, and I did get a final drink of beer out of another guy's beer. He's like, "Here you go." That's
he
not,
shared
not
with
very
you.
nice
You're
with
like
your
little
wife.
kids.
Yeah. So he shares the beer with me, and I take a swig, and we're laughing and walking home. But 2 guys stayed back.
Uh-huh.
They were there for another hour and a half.
What were they doing?
They were like going through the garage and finding things to like eat, and they had to come
the
out.
garage?
They had to come out and tell them to leave. That could have been me.
Oh, they weren't even at their own house?
No, none of us. It was none of our house. So they had to go out. They thought like a raccoon or a burglar was in the garage, and it's still a couple partiers. So they're there, and they're like, "Guys, you got to go."
That is weird.
I know. They were some of the heavy hitters at
You
the party.
think?
Yeah, like they were going pretty well.
That is weird.
So yeah, my wife takes me home and a couple of the other neighbors from around our house. Like leads us like a like Sacagawea through the mountains. We appreciate it.
Sacagawea.
I liked it. I liked it at 6:30 in the morning when I woke up. I'm like, I'm glad I wasn't out there later.
So you got like 5 hours of sleep that night?
That's all you need, seriously.
Yeah.
Well, because I had a big day. I had to get down to the Audubon Park. So
Yeah, 11 hours later.
yeah. So you gotta get some sleep. You gotta rest.
5 hours?
So I nailed it. 5 hours. Boom.
Perfect. It's a recommended daily amount, I believe.
Let's do some calisthenics. Who's ready?
Throw some Jack LaLanne on the TV.
Exactly. Got my leg warmers on. I got my headband. Let's go.
So was that the last time you drank for the weekend?
No, I met a buddy for some beers after the fireworks.
Oh,
so
yes,
I
that's right.
drank some beers there.
And what about yesterday?
Yesterday I had some beers as well, but I couldn't have a lot of beers yesterday because I was riding my Harley around. So I like to leave 2 hours between a beer and getting on the Harley, just because stupid things happen to people on motorcycles, and if I get hit and it's like he smells like beer, then it's my fault.
Right.
Yeah. So there's a huge window between having a beer.
How is the bike?
Bike's good.
Is it good?
Tuned up. It was windy yesterday though.
Yeah, because you just got it. You just got it tuned up.
I just got it, tuned up, and we're all set.
Huh?
Woo,
Are you completely comfortable on it yet?
Yeah, I feel good. Boom. I was riding in a swimsuit and a tank top yesterday. That's how I rode. Because I was going to the pool. Katie's like, "Well, what if you fall?" And I'm like, "Well, then my day will be ruined because you can't be all bloody in the pool.
No.
Can't have a scab. I won't fall." And I didn't. Nailed it.
So you're comfortable on it. Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Super comfortable. You should hop on the back sometime. We'll just
No,
go.
wait. Has Katie ever been on the back with you?
Katie won't get on the back.
I wouldn't either.
No. Why?
Because.
What if Katie was riding first?
No.
Like she's on, and then you'll never get on the back of a motorcycle?
No. Don't you remember at our last radio station when you got a motorcycle?
When the boss said that you could never get on the back of it.
We're not allowed to ride it together. That's what he told us.
I know, but Tom here is always like, you guys should go on a motorcycle ride. Why don't you guys should bungee jump. you guys should why don't you go do something crazy? Go take a safari.
I've never heard Tom say that.
Oh, he says it all the time to me.
To you?
Yeah. Hey, why don't you go jump off that pier in Grand Haven? I'm like, that is against the law, Tom. You'll be fine, he says.
And you're not a lawbreaker.
No.
You are a law follower.
One time I jumped off that pier, and Charlotte was with me, and I didn't know. Because so many people.
She jumped off too, right?
She loved it. She was 7 years old right off that pier.
Have you told her recently that you're not allowed to do that? You just found out.
No.
You should tell her.
That's against you broke the law. And then have my neighbor, who's a cop, come knock on the door in his uniform and take her away.
No, you don't want to traumatize her.
You're a law.
Did you see that story out of California, Manhattan Beach in California?
I did. Thought of you.
Shark. Swimmer.
Shark ate a guy right there off the
He's
shore.
He's alive, but he has teeth marks on his torso.
Yeah.
From the shark. He said it looked him right in the eye and was like,
Here's what my friends who live in Florida said about sharks when I moved down there to live with them. Okay, I said, what about sharks? And they said, sharks are very smart, but they're also very hungry. So a shark will bump into you and then bite you and then let go. It realizes that you are not what it's looking for. Mm-hmm. So shark bites are fairly common, but shark eatings, not so common, unless it's a shark that's really hungry for a person.
He pushed it in its nose.
Yeah, just get away from me. Right?
I just heard you're supposed to poke their eyes out.
Poke their eyes.
Doink, doink.
Yeah, it's exactly. Do it one at a time. Very slowly. Doink, doink. And the shark's like, oh, yeah, that's the code.
I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know that I would have such a calm, collected frame of mind that I would look it in the eyes and go, doink, doink.
No, but you would punch it. You would just hit it. Get away from me,
I think
shark.
So. Yeah.
Ah!
I would thrash.
And then it would, with a wrench, you would have a wrench?
I said I would thrash.
Okay.
Not I would wrench.
I thought you were hitting it with a wrench. And I didn't know what.
I wish I had a wrench.
You don't want to be thrashing, though, because then it's like feeding frenzy. Because there's blood in the water.
I would not be able to stop myself.
You're like a seal.
Like I said, I would not be cool, calm, and collected and go, what am I supposed to do in this situation?
Doink, doink.
I want doink, doink.
A shark just bit me.
Well, and
doink,
then
doink.
their eyeballs are on the side of their head, so how are you going to go like the Three Stooges?
No, and they put their one fin up there and block it, and you're like, you've seen this move before. You're a pro. This isn't cool.
Stay with me. Sam Smith on Channel 95.7, 846 with Connie and Curtis.
Hello.
I was just looking, I was on BuzzFeed.
Okay.
And they had a picture of a bunch of Freezy Pops.
Oh, you're ready for one?
I have like 30 of them in my freezer right now.
You do? What's your favorite flavor?
Do you know the new ones have all different flavors, and I haven't gotten through all of them yet, but usually it's either blue or red.
Wait, they have different flavors?
Yeah, like there's a pineapple.
Oh, is that yellow?
And I don't know, maybe a banana because it's a lighter yellow.
Okay.
There are a whole bunch of different ones.
I would like banana.
I have not gotten through all of them because it hasn't been hot enough.
I like
Freezy Pops are for when it's like 90.
I like lime. I'll go green for the win. So you just got green, you're just eating that all day.
What did you have when you were at my house, Amanda?
I think I had orange.
Orange.
Orange is a classic, too.
Yeah, orange is my least favorite.
Oh, is that why you handed it out to Amanda?
No, she said it was. I remember
I
actually, she said she wanted orange, and I was like, yes, that's my least favorite.
Nice. Did you announce that, or was that inside?
No, I said it.
Yes, I hate orange. Have 10 of them,
And
please.
I thought, how cool would that be to use a Freezy Pop as like a an ice cube, put it in a drink.
Why?
Good idea.
Like a little garnish.
People do that.
Do they?
Yeah, they do
that.
that.
Oh, and here I thought I invented it.
They do that in their vodka. They'll put in the Freezy Pop ice. They cut it up.
I don't like vodka. I was thinking like Sprite.
So you will put it in your Sprite. You could. You put it in your Sprite.
I'm not a huge vodka fan.
Do it up. I have a friend who makes Sprite ice cubes, and he puts them in whiskey.
Yes. Oh.
So he has like a 7 and 7 going all the time.
Okay.
And he just puts in his little Sprite ice cubes, and then he has them always ready.
Last week, I wished I had a reason to put raspberries in ice cubes.
You do.
What is it?
Because you want to. You don't need a reason to put fruit in ice cubes. You just do it. Blueberries, raspberries, whatever you want.
Yeah, I really want to do that one of these days.
Get some pink lemonade.
Boom.
And you can put the ice cubes in that.
Doesn't that sound
Good times.
delicious?
Or even yellow lemonade.
Or even regular lemonade.
Any lemonade.
Any kind of lemonade.
Any lemonade would be good.
You just throw in those berries, and then you got it. Would you eat the berries then?
Yes.
Because they'd be frozen.
Eventually, they would fall out of the ice cube.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on how long it takes me to drink my drink, but I don't know.
Could be like 4 minutes.
Could be.
Right? Let's talk. Did you see when I brought to the fireworks on Saturday? I had one of those old coffee thermoses, like the metal ones.
I did not see
So
that.
I had a backpack and it had a coffee thermos in it, an old metal one, and I had water in there. I had ice water. And I had filled it a little bit with ice, and then I put water in, and then the water would drink, but all the ice was still there. So then I was just filling it with water. I was going and finding water places and filling it with more water. I was telling Katie how insulating it was. I said, that ice never melted. And I said, in fact, and I shook it, and this is the next morning. Ice was still in there.
Wow.
An insulated coffee thermos. This thing got the job done.
That's awesome.
Now, it might have the asbestos,
Maybe.
but it was worth it for cold water.
I don't think I have any insulated ones.
You need it.
Those metal ones.
This was the metal, like the big one, like you take to the job site. Like you take it. And I got it.
Gotcha.
I got it years ago because I always wanted one, and because you're always transporting coffee, and you need it to be super hot or soup or something, but you can't put other things in it.
No.
Because it's just for water.
Right.
Because one time I had one, and Katie put milk in it, and then sent it to school. Didn't matter how many times you washed that thing; it just stunk like milk, and that's disgusting.
Yeah.
I would say. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm vomiting because of the milk smell."
Wait. She sent it to school with you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Katie used to pack my lunch.
Well,
back
then
when
why
I was
were
in
you
school.
sniffing the thermos?
Because it was my thermos, so I went to use it again. And I'm like, this stinks like milk. She's like, oh yeah, I sent that with whichever kid with some milk.
Okay.
Because they wanted cereal. They wanted a little box of cereal. We had those left over from camping, and they wanted that. And I'm like, why didn't you just have them get a little half pint of milk? Because they get that with their lunch, and they could have just dumped it on there.
So why didn't she?
Because she wanted them to drink that milk.
Oh. So one is for cereal. And
Chocolate
one is
milk. They get chocolate milk.
Because I don't like the milk. I love milk.
Okay.
My mom, growing up, at one point said, I think you drink too much milk.
Okay.
So I could drink a gallon of milk a
You
day.
need to go like Milkers Anonymous.
So, but there's a caveat to that because I do not like the milk that's left over after I'm done eating my cereal.
Ever?
No, I used to give it to my cat.
Too sweet.
Yeah.
You just don't like sugar is what your thing. You like the
Not
sugar.
in my milk. I like milk. But I do like chocolate milk.
I like chocolate milk. I like chocolate milk a lot.
But that's what nature intended chocolate milk to be.
Exactly. That's why there are chocolate cows.
Right.
If nature wasn't going to have chocolate milk, there wouldn't be
That's my
chocolate
argument.
cows.
But yeah.
That's a great one. That stands up.
When I've got, my crunch berries in there.
Yeah.
I don't want that pink milk.
Oh, I do.
No.
I want pink
don't
milk.
like it.
All over the place.
Do you like strawberry milk?
Strawberry milk is delicious. You get that strawberry quick and you stir it in.
I've never
So
had
good.
strawberry quick.
Get it. Well, you wouldn't like it. You just said you wouldn't like it. So
yeah,
don't
that's
get
what
it.
it reminds me of. That's why I
It
wouldn't get
is.
it.
Katie bought a gallon of milk yesterday. Guess when it expires?
Today.
Today.
Oh, no.
Guess what we got to do at dinner last night?
Chug milk?
Yeah. We're like Joey Chestnut with milk. Good. Have some more. No, I'm full. Shut up. Drink your milk.
Oh, no.
Drink more. So we got, I get to go home today and finish off a gallon of milk. That's exciting.
Did you drink a lot of it yesterday?
Yeah, we put a good dent in it.
Oh,
but then
good.
I say, and then she totally pulled an Amanda on this thing because I'm like, yeah, you know what they need to do is start stamping dates on these things. She's like, well, that's not, why was that even on the shelf at the front? I'm like, because everyone passed on it for a week is why it's sitting there in front, Amanda. You don't get to make excuses and blame it on the grocer.
It's not Katie's fault.
You blame it on yourself for not reading. You
No,
leave
it's not
that
Katie's
for them
fault. Usually you buy milk and it's what?
Like a week.
A week.
Yeah.
So I would assume that any milk that was in there was minimally 3 days away.
Well, you and Katie then can be best friends, hopping around spoiled Milkville. This would be great. Yeah, real fun.
I would love to go hopping around spoiled Milkville with Katie.
In the real world, they stamp a date on there, and you look at it, and then you don't buy it if it's tomorrow.
You can tell you don't do a lot of grocery shopping because if you stopped and looked at a date for every single thing.
I look at the date of every single thing I buy.
Every single thing.
Everything.
And do you do the grocery shopping?
Yeah, when I do, I buy.
Which is how often? Once a month?
Every other time, probably. Mm-hmm. So I'll go ahead and I read the dates. I won't even go 4 days out.
You have too much time on your hands.
I just don't want to have to chug milk for a day. Seriously. You want to come over and have like the milk burps all day?
I love milk.
It's disgusting.
You have milk burps?
After you chug?
Are you lactose intolerant?
Maybe. Well, that'd be the milk farts. No, these are the milk burps. That's just from all the air that's going on. No, I don't get the foul gas from milk. I just already have the foul gas.
I was just going to say, you get it from everything.
It just comes. I'm just intolerant.
Well, you're going to have lots of milk today. You're going to have very strong bones this week.
Too strong.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And then we're out of milk. So she won't go buy another one because she doesn't have to go grocery shopping. I already went grocery shopping, she'll say.
Why don't you pick some up on the way home?
Because she needs to learn a lesson.
That is not an argument.
She dumped my beer out yesterday. Now I'm dumping her milk out today.
Stupid.
Connie and Curtis.